Hello guys, welcome back to Home and Creativity with Monique. Today's video will be about me making some strawberries, and these are strawberries that some came off of my strawberry plants this spring and I just froze them, and also some of these came from the store as well. So as you can see here, I cut off the stems and I gave them a good wash. I also have a few blackberries in with the strawberries as well, but it's only a handful, and I was like, why not just go ahead and make use of those as well. So you can do mixed berry jam if you want to, the same exact way. So and this would be approximately about either 8 cups of fruit or 3 pounds of strawberries. So as you can see here, I placed them in my pot and I have this on medium high heat, and I'm going to add in about 5 cups of sugar to the strawberries, and I'm just going to mash them up a little bit. Now everybody's process of making jams is different, but this is what I do. So basically at this point you just want to just keep an eye on your strawberry jam. This is not anything you want to walk away from. So as you can see here, once it comes to a boil, you may see some foam arise to the top, and you want to skim off that foam. Now throughout the cooking process you may still see some foam, and you just continue to get as much as that foam off as you can. So I know I'm showing you the stages of the cooking process of how it looks as it thickens. You just want to continue to cook this and stir it constantly until it reduces on its own. So the longer it cooks, the thicker the strawberry jam would get. So at this point you can put in your thickeners, which is pectin. You can put in the recommended amount of pectin in there, or if you don't have any pectin, you can also use strawberry gelatin mix. So I use the Jello strawberry gelatin mix, but I only use 1 tablespoon of that mix, and I just placed it in there and stir it in, and the gelatin will also help thicken your jam as well. So as you can see here, it's starting to already look like a jam-like consistency, and you just want to continue to cook that until it gets a little bit more thicker. So and like I mentioned in the beginning, you may also want to continue mashing down like those big lumps of strawberries. Now if you would like to, you before the cooking process, you can put your strawberries in a food processor to get those good and chopped up, or you can just chop up the strawberries before cooking them. Alright, so this is how the jam looks, and I will be water bath canning mine. At this point, if you don't want to water bath can, you don't have to. You could simply place these in a jar and just pop these in your refrigerator. So as you can see here, I'm just showing you my process of me canning, and that in the beginning I sterilized the jars that I would be using. So I have them out, and you will need 1 tablespoon of lemon juice per jar, and you're going to place your jam inside of your jars, and you're going to proceed to put on your lids. But first, always clean your rims with some vinegar, and this just to ensure that there won't be any left on or stuck on food around your rims when it's time for you to place your lids and bands on your jars. Okay, so I decided, why not make some biscuits to go with the strawberry jam? So as you can see here, I am preparing to make some biscuits, and these are 3-ingredient biscuits. I have tried these before. This would be my 3rd time making them, and for a quick biscuit recipe, this is fairly easy. If you don't know how to do, well, what I would call old-fashioned biscuits, which would be quite a bit more ingredients than what you see here. But the 3-ingredient biscuits only consist of self-rising flour, cold butter, and cold buttermilk. So those are only the 3 ingredients you need. So basically I'm doing a double batch recipe, but the original recipe only calls for 2 cups of self-rising flour, 1 stick of cold butter, which you will chop up in small pieces, and you will add that to the flour, and you're going to blend the butter and flour together until it forms into a crumbly mixture. So it is in a crumbly mixture, and you can squeeze it together and it'll kind of stay together, or you can use a masher to help mash in that butter if your hands get too tired in the flour. So once you have the butter and flour together, then you're gonna add in your buttermilk. And as you can see here, I'm putting in 2 cups of buttermilk because I'm making a double batch, but technically you'll put in 1 cup of buttermilk to your 2 cups of self-rising flour and that 1 stick of butter. So that's the original recipe. But as you can see here, I'm just mixing everything up until it's well combined, and it'll be time to roll this dough out. So as you can see here, I placed some parchment paper on my countertop with some flour at the bottom, and we're just going to knead this dough because it is a really wet and sticky dough. So you're just going to continue to just sprinkle some flour on the dough, and just keep kneading it until it's no longer that very sticky consistency. And if I didn't mention earlier, to make sure that your butter, that you have cold butter and cold buttermilk. Alright, so as you can see here, the dough doesn't look as sticky as anymore because I knead it until with flour until it's wasn't sticky anymore. So basically at this point, you're just going to roll this out to the thickness that you want, and the way you roll this out depends on how thick or how thin you want your biscuits to be. So I want mine to be kind of thick. I don't want like some little small thin biscuits. So I tried to maybe roll this out about 1.5 to 2 inches thick. So as you can see here, I have my biscuit cutter, and I'm just cutting out my biscuits, and I'm going to place these on an ungreased cookie sheet. But in my case, I put these on a parchment paper, and I bake these at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. Alright you guys, so as you can see here, I decided to whip up me some salmon croquettes. I do have another video of me making the 3-ingredient biscuits along with the salmon croquettes, so you can check that video out. I'll leave the link below in my description, and you will see how I made the mixture for my salmon croquette patties. So so as you can see, I'm just frying up some patties because it is one of the favorite foods that I pair with biscuits. So as you can see here, these are how the biscuits came out, and also just showing you that all of my salmon croquettes have been fried. So everything is done, so I'm going to just plate these up, and I'm going to just give you guys a view of how the biscuits look. So I'm just going to cut the biscuit in half and just let you guys see how it looks on the inside, and it does look nice and fluffy and soft. And I'm going to put a little bit of butter on there, and I'm going to bring out the strawberry jam and also let you guys see how well that came out and how tasty that looks. So this is the strawberry jam. This is one of my unprocessed jars because it didn't leave much from at the top for me to process, so that went inside my refrigerator. And look at the consistency. It's thick like jam. It was sweet and it was very delicious. So I'm just showing you how well that jam spreading on the biscuit, and that's pretty much it. And there you go, your homemade biscuits and your own homemade strawberry jam. Very simple. Takes a little bit of work, but very simple. Alright guys, so this pretty much concludes this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it, or maybe learned something, or maybe it'll get you into want to make your own homemade jam and biscuits as well. I thank you guys so much for watching, and also I noticed I do have new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I hope that my channel will give you something to learn from, and also encourage you to do some homemade things with food and projects at home. And I also thank you for my existing subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching as well. I hope you guys have a very blessed and great day. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.